No matter how long you've worked with Excel, you've probably established some kind of familiarity with the ribbon menu system. When we work with charts, however, we do need additional tools that we will not find in these tabs. Anytime we click on a chart, what happens? We have a new ribbon, Chart Tools, with two contextual tabs, Design and Format. Earlier versions of Excel had 3 tabs up here, and it was quite complicated because there appeared to be so many choices. Actually, we have just as many choices now, but this display is a little bit simpler. The 2 tabs, Design and Format, appear whenever we click a chart. The Design tab is the most important. That's where we make major changes. For example, changing the chart type off to the right. Sometimes we'll switch the row column emphasis. Sometimes we'll change the look of the chart by way of chart styles. At other times, we might change some of the elements in a chart by adding a chart element or possibly changing the layout by way of quick layout. The Design tab has a lot to do with the content of the chart. The Format tab, on the other hand, is more about the visuals, about the colors. For example, some of the color backgrounds that we might want to use. You can probably see that chart in the background. Now has purple, now blue, now sort of a bronze orange color, and so on as we slide over some of these. And a lot of choices here about manipulating other items, other shapes that we might add to a chart as well. So Design tab, Format tab, they appear anytime we click a chart. Click outside the chart area back in the worksheet, those tabs disappear. Another kind of formatting we can get to is simply when we click on a chart, we see 3 icons to the right. The plus here allows us to add chart elements. This is also a feature we can get to on the Design tab. That's far left. We also have some style choices here. These are exactly like the style choices we see up above under Chart Styles. So at different times when you are making changes to charts, you'll want to consider using the contextual menus, Design and Format, and possibly the new buttons we see off to the right, Chart Elements, Style, and also filtering capability here as well too. And there are 2 other ways to get to certain features as well. Maybe on a line chart, for example, I want to make a change to this line right here. I'll simply double click it. And that's likely to activate a dialog box like we see off to the right. And possibly I could pursue some of the choices out there, clicking these different icons, exposing other types of menus too. Another approach is simply to right-click. So I'll right-click a line, for example. I could do this with a column or a bar just as easily. Right-click, and then you'll see the term Format followed by whatever I had right-clicked, in this case Data Series. That also leads us into a dialog box. So there are different ways to approach the menu. I think for most people, it's most sensible most of the time to use the tools available on the Design and Format tabs, the contextual tabs that appear whenever a chart is selected.